Hi, my name's Dale. I'm one of the docents with SLO, and today we're going to do a hike of Felsman Loop, which is a great 3-mile hike right here at the base of Bishop Peak. So before we get going, we're just going to take a look at the kiosk here. So Bishop Peak, one of the many open spaces in the city of San Luis Obispo. There's a lot of great information about the geology as well as the route that we're going to be taking today, and any other updates in terms of looks like there was a mountain lion sighting back in January, so that's always helpful to know what activity has been happening here. As a hiker, I know I'm the guest. The purpose of our open space is for conservation. I'm the visitor, so I want to be respectful of the animals that are already out here. So we're gonna go up on the hike and see what we can see. So on our way up to the main trail, we saw some blue-eyed grass right here. Just a couple really pretty purple flowers, a little yellow pollen right in the middle. They're coming right off the side hill here, so we're gonna be mindful of our step, make sure we don't step on them. But you know, up in these fields, you just find a lot of wildflowers that are popping up different times of the year. Right now, these are coming out. Earlier in the year, you may see some California buttercups. So yeah, we're going to continue on the hike. Right on our way up to the top of our hike here, right off to the side is some lupin. And it was really easy to identify, not only just by the leaves, but because I have this great wildflowers book. A lot of our docents use this, and this is a great everyday hike. It kind of points out all the wildflowers you'd find around San Luis Obispo, really city, so it's really specialized to this area. It's all color coordinated, so it's really easy to look up a yellow flower or an orange flower, in this case more of a purple flower. So if you're out hiking around this area, this is a great book to pick up, and it covers pretty much anything you're going to see on your trails. So as we're headed up here, saw some common golden stars right here. They're actually coming out. Those weren't here about 2 months ago, so it's fun to see them blooming this time of year. They're bulbs. They grow in these grassy open areas, especially with rocky outcrops. As you can see, we're right in that area. Right behind it, there's some red, which are our 3 leaves. That's our poison oak. So we're going to be very mindful not to get too close to that. But over here too, all this white, this is California everlasting. So these are great in this area. Right now they're at flower, but before they open up, they actually smell like maple syrup. So when you walk by them, you have a really sweet smell right near them. They're a lot of fun when you get a chance to see them when they're a little more closed up. But these are great things you'll find here at Felsman Loop. So right here at Bishop Peak, you also see a number of rock climbers like on the open face behind me. There's also quite a bit of bouldering. You can see over here, there's a big boulder. You'll see a lot of chalk marks. You'll see some guys and gals out here on the weekends practicing. Right here on the path, we actually have some soap plant. It's got this wavy leaf to it. Plant here as well. These are in bulbs, and these are something the indigenous people would use as well. One, soap plant, it's good for cleaning. They would also use it for fishing. They could block up a creek, dam it up if you will, and then those bulbs and those suds would actually stun the fish. Fish would rise up and that would be their dinner. So a lot of really practical uses that we don't take advantage of today, but really like to honor that plant that's on our trails. All right, so we stopped on the way on our hike here. Some common yarrow here, some really pretty yellow. We also have some California buttercups that are just at the end of their season right here. They're really easy to identify because they have a nice yellow shimmer right in the middle. And then also kind of at the end here, we have some purple, some really deep purple that's vetch as well. You'll see those on the roadside as well, but it's fun to see all the different colors in really a short amount of space here on our hike. On here we have some more yellow yarrow. This is also one of my favorite plants. This is Paintbrush. It has a really bright neon colors. You'll see some oranges and reds and pinks in there, but really stands out on these trails. One of my favorite ones. And then right above me here is some sticky monkey flower. So this is in bloom, really pretty yellow flowers. These are great for kids because underneath it's a little sticky, it's a little tacky on those leaves. So it's fun for kids to touch. You get a sense of what these plants feel like. But sticky monkey flower is very common in this area, great for the families, and these are some of the other beautiful things you'll see on our hike out here in Felsman Loop. All right, so right here off the trail, we have some great hummingbird sage. It's really coming into bloom here. They have these nice long stalks, a lot of flowers, really attracts those hummingbirds. They like semi-sun areas, so as we start to get into a more wooded area, we're going to see a lot more hummingbird sage really start to pop up. So a great one you'll see for about half the year or so before it dries out. So right down in this area, we are just surrounded by black sage. It's the most common sage in California, and you can see it's in flower right now, which is white, or it can be lavender as well. The leaves have just a great fragrance. Yeah, you could even cook with this, the leaves and such, so really cool plant. The flowers provide a lot of food for butterflies, as well as hummingbirds, and then when they go to seed and fall, quails will eat them as well as other birds, etc. So, just a really great plant for the habitat that is on the hillside here. So here we are below Bishop Peak. This area is about 350 acres total, and it was acquired through donations and purchasing by the city from about 1977 to about 88. So we're so lucky that we have this much open space here. Bishop Peak is one of 12 of the open spaces that the city owns, and many of us docents will take other hikers out on through the EcoSLO program of our SLO Stewards project. In about 1996, the city owned about 1,000 acres of open space. Today it's over 4,000 and it's still growing. So we're really grateful that the city of San Luis Obispo has preserved so much of this for the wildlife, for the habitat, as well as for us to come out and enjoy the flora and fauna. So we're going to continue on our hike. We're on our way back to the base Patricia Drive. So the city open spaces are open hour before sunrise until hour after sunset. So today we're actually doing our hike in the evening, about 6 o'clock right now. And as you can see, the fog's actually starting to roll in over Bishop Peak. So it's a lot of fun to hike these different open spaces at different times of the day. You get different experiences. The weather's perfectly cool today, so I'm really excited we're out here. So we're just wrapping up our hike at Felsman Loop. Even though Bishop Peak is 1,500 feet in elevation, Felsman was only about 500, so much more manageable. We saw 5 people out here, so really underutilized. So we really hope you all come out and check out all the wildflowers, check out the amazing views that we have right here at our fingertips. So thanks so much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you on a future EcoSLO hike.